What's up, y'all? It's Davion Robinson. I'm here to talk to y'all about pretty much do a story time for real, about my experiences in Cook County and the prison system and what happened to my eye while I was in the prison system. So basically, I'm gonna start off by saying that I'm schizophrenic. And I was going through some things at the time, a lot of emotional, mental, physical things at the time. I was gaining weight. Mentally, I wasn't there mentally. Emotionally, I wasn't there. But yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. So basically, I was living in Chicago after going through a lot of stuff in Minnesota. I was living with my cousin Lisa and my auntie Cynthia at the time. I was going to Sullivan High School. Just really trying to graduate, you know. Basically, I ended up meeting some friends, some girls, and they invited me out to a football game. I ended up going. Now there, I meet up with my friends and the girls and stuff. We having a nice little time. It's a new dude there that I never seen before named Reggie. And Reggie and Zach basically was planning on robbing people that night, and I didn't know nothing about it. So after the game, we headed over to McDonald's. We got some food, and basically Reggie like, look, bro, I got a gun in my backpack. We finna go rob people. You wanna come? And me, being young, naive, not mentally really there, not mature enough to know what that really meant, I ended up deciding to go with them. All right. The first person we robbed was in an alley. He was a white dude, like blonde, brown hair, white t-shirt. He was just coming out to take out the trash. And we ended up robbing him for his iPhone and his wallet. I don't know why he had his wallet on him if he was just going to take out the trash. That was crazy. That was wild, yeah. But the second victim was a couple. It was a girl and a dude. And basically while we was robbing them, the girl kind of put up a fight. So did the dude. So did the man. They was putting up a fight. And Zach and Reggie was handling the dude, and I was basically like not holding the woman down, but making sure she didn't like get in the way. So they was roughing him up, and I was just trying to make sure that the woman didn't get in the way. So we robbed him. We ended up robbing him, and she ended up getting away, calling the police. Now, our third victim was a dude who was coming out of his workplace in an alley. I guess he was taking a smoke break or something. We robbed him too, taking him down. We need everything. Then we headed off to the Apple store. We ended up heading to an Apple store to see if the cards that we got off these people work. And when we got to the Apple store, you know, Reggie and Zach, they looking around for iPhones, iPhone cases. Me too. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, hey, you know. Well, you know, this is what we doing. So we pick out our iPhones, our iPhone cases, our plans, thinking that we finna buy this shit, and the card don't go through because we don't know how to use the card. Like Zach, like, man, I done seen people do this 1,000 times. They go in, put it on the credit. I just don't know how to put it on the credit. So we was flat out of luck on that one. We ended up hitting a couple more stores. The cards didn't work. And basically the police, I think the police was on to us or something, because we seen the police coming down not a one way, it was a two way, but we was walking up the street and the police was coming down this way. So Reggie ended up throwing up gang signs. He throwing up gang signs at the police, and basically they ended up turning around. But we didn't know that. Now, it's a bodega on the corner by the train station. We finna hop on the train and basically go home. We done for the day. We done did what we needed to do. And now it's time to get back home. But we gonna hit this store first. So we hit the store, we hit the little bodega, and in the store, Zach trying to pay for some stuff, like some chips or something like that with the cards. He's still trying the cards. He's still trying to make them bitches work. And me and Reggie end up trying to leave the bodega to get on the train. Now when we leave, it's a cop in front of us with his hand on his gun. He got his hand on his gun and he pointing the flashlight at us like this. Like, go back in the store, go back in the store. So we end up going back in the store instead of trying to run off, which we should have just did. Like, it wasn't like we was really like beating these people up or like smacking them around or shooting at them or no shit like that. So we should have just ran for real. But yeah, so we end up getting caught, get searched. Zach was a minor and me and Reggie was like 18. I think Reggie was 19. But we end up getting put in the back of the paddy wagon. In the back of the paddy wagon, Reggie like, man, tell him my name such and such, and we might be able to get up out of here, bro. Try to switch your name. I'm like, bro, we caught, bro. It's over with. It's a done deal, man. We caught. They got everything on us. They probably got surveillance. Who knows? But I'm gonna play with you. Though. We gonna play this game though. So we end up getting to the station. And they put Zach in another interrogation room. They put me and Reggie in the same interrogation room. So basically, they asking us questions like, damn, did y'all have a gun? We found a gun over in such and such park, and we think it might be y'all's. We ain't find nothing on y'all. And Reggie like, he like. So basically, they took us back to the police station. They put Zach in another interrogation room. They put me and Reggie in the same interrogation room. And basically, they was asking us if we had a gun, like a real gun. But the whole time, it was a BB gun. It was a BB gun we was using. So they're like, yeah, we found a real gun in such and such park. And when the fingerprints come back, it's going on you guys. We see you got all the cards and the money and just, trying to get us to tell. And I'm telling them, like, we ain't had no gun. But basically, we get into another interrogation room. I get into my own, Reggie get into his own, so we can both tell our own stories. And we both end up telling on each other. And I don't know what happened to Zach. I don't even know what happened to Zach. I don't know if he got out and did whatever, but I don't know. But anyway, in the station, after we gave our statements, they end up sending us to like the cells in the station. So Reggie got a cell in the front. He got a cell in the front that's next to like police officers and stuff like that. They put me in a way back. With no mat and no food for 2 days. They kept me from Friday to Sunday, and then I went in Monday morning to court hearings. So in the court hearings, you in bullpens all day until you see court. Now in these bullpens, they stack like 50 people in. So when that happened, it's a lot of fights and stuff that go on. So I guess, people was fighting and stuff. They had to move people around, and I went to court. So in court, they like, you're being charged with armed robbery, kidnapping, and some other stuff like battery, like aggravated assault, battery, and that's what they did from there. So basically, I'm gonna have to get back with y'all in another segment. But the story get good though, man. Stick around.